to hold, no one to love, no one to control, no one to protect in their own space. So they might look outside of them space to control somebody. That is what is happening. The whole message is lost. How can you look like that at the age of 50? You don't have to go put on a swimsuit and come on the internet. No one is telling you to do that. But I think the message is there that you can look like that at 50. Why are you not inspired by that? Why wouldn't you want your woman to look like that at 50? Why wouldn't I want my woman to look at that at 50? Me want to show my woman a picture there and say, look here, she's 50, you know. And look at this, no surgery, no dolly body, no butt plug in sitting. I know that she promote. You see? But guarantee you, if she did out there, I do some butt plug and some something. And they on TikTok I beg. Would I find more favor? Should I find more favor in the eyes of the critics? The critics them with a more see her as, yeah man, we can't accept her because she ain't nobody. But them bypass her intelligence, bypass her qualifications. If you talk about Oshina, talk about her swimsuit. Yeah? And of course, anybody will disagree with them, are we not in a sense? Anybody will disagree with them, are we an idiot? So women just continue to live in prison. You have to understand, say, based on what I shine them story, you know. Yeah? Foota hype still has trauma, built up trauma. Whether true him not grow up, maybe him not father, or maybe him get abused as a youth. But them have built up trauma where, according to the women, them abuse them. You see? One of my little sisters, me know how him approach her aggressively. So a lot of men, them still have that. It's not because we're not digital era and don't see it every day. But a lot of men, them have that trauma there, you know. Where them not get no therapy, you know. So people like Foota them and the man who say I beat the woman with the cutlass. Because there's a video on the internet where a man beat a woman with a cutlass, you know. I think it was a taxi man. Just a beat a woman who not even know. Based on the story. With a cutlass. And yes, you ever get riled up and would say, yeah man, the man if he dead. All them, but we don't understand, say a lot of with brothers them. A lot of the men them in our society, them have them traumatized based on things where them see growing up. Them see stepfather, we call them father left, and them stepfather coming in them life. And stepfather abuse them physically, some sexually. Stepfather abuse them mother. Them see father abuse them mother. Them not get no therapy. Yeah? No therapy for deal with issues. No therapy for understand, say, that's not your property. That's not yours. It's a sense of entitlement. Like, hey girl, you're my girl. You see? You belong to me, and me own you. If you give her the pum pum, you're dead. And even when there's no one around, like them not have no woman, them things that them can treat other women when them not even have a relationship the same way. Them still want to control women when them not even know. Them never realize what them are doing, you know. Because if you watch how Foota talk about Lisa and I, that things that them used to do. You don't think that this is a full-blown relationship? For a man just get up so obsessed with a woman and what she have on. And I make about 5-6 videos about it. And I say, yeah man. she do a video and she dress up. Yeah man, me see it, you dress up now. I remember people case study this. So if this conversation is not for you, just skip past it. Yeah man, she dress up now. See it? And me make she go put on clothes. And he's proud. And the combo of them cheery man. Yeah man. Yeah man, me G. And the same way it got to even in a them life. If them have a woman, yeah man, me have to kick down the girl star. And the man say, what she do? Oh, the girl left the house star. I go and come man. And you mean you have to make them woman you know themselves, man, because them rare. So them get cheered on. Even at them own relationship. So outside of a relationship, them manufacture one or fabricate one. Where them feel like say them have a relationship with people where them don't even know. And a schooled, grown people, grown women. This man has schooled a grown woman and not even realize say him a passing place. And when them boil it down to, I can't talk about it because social media depend. No, it's a difference when you tell somebody say, go take off that. As it's a whole difference that you are being an authoritarian. You are going like you have authority over that woman. If you go tell her what to put on and what to take off. I hear the clincher. Hear the clincher. If I did fame woman and she decide that is so she want dress, I be a box down and kick down. If I did fame woman and she decides say, I worked hard, I eat properly, I worked out, I want to inspire women who are 50 so them can look good. Hey girl, go put on clothes. Hey girl, you can't post that. A man here look, boom, kick down, box down. And that are the things them where the violent society where we have, brethren, is not just youth and youth to pick up gun and go analyze people. And this alone it come from. The violent society where we have a lot of kin man who traumatized. We have a lot of men who want therapy. We need therapy, people. Because enough of we not grow with no father figure, no mentor. We not grow with a mentor like a Mikey Bennett. When Mikey Bennett is a man reason about life. We just can sit down with Mikey Bennett and him just talk to about life. And if we have got through things, we can just link Mikey Bennett, who's, I don't think he's a qualified therapist, but he's a brother, he's a father, he's an elder, where is willing to sit with you as a brother, as another man, and hear you out and say, listen. And this is his demeanor. Listen man. Why don't you just try it this way? And some of us are privileged to have a Mikey Bennett and we take advantage of the resources. Some little difference in our life, you know. Like me go through things. Me never get violent. Because me have like a Mikey Bennett. You see? Me have like my virgin named Chris. When them I got reason with you upon a level where even if you think about to go do some stupid thing like you go get violent or whatever, by the conversation done, you laugh off of the situation that arise. But we believe that therapy is a bad thing. That's what we believe. We believe that any man go get therapy soft and is a PUSSY. We believe if we talk to somebody and tell them say we are go through this is a bad thing. We believe say a man crying is forbidden. So we have a lot of brothers who just angry, who just obsessive, who just controlling. You see? And you put all of them things together, women are just locked in prison. And even when them try to free themselves by being independent, by getting education, by getting better jobs, by standing up on them own, by having a voice, by representing their country at the highest level, by getting to the point where she almost became the president of the People's National Party, even after freeing themselves from all this bondage that was created and built around them, men are still out there saying, hey girl, know yourself and go put on clothes. Because once you not dress up the way how them wanted to dress up in this society, you are a whore. You are a skettle. You are nobody. So what's the difference with what them opposite and how they treat women in Saudi Arabia, where them just get driver's license or the ability or the permission to drive? What's the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference with you and the people in the men in Afghanistan who put laws in place that women cannot go to school? What is the difference with you? The only difference is it's not on the books. In Jamaica, it is illegal for you to carry out those behavior. But if it were on the books, you would have act that way there. Like the man in Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia. You would have tell a woman, say, hey girl, how you do? Come from on the steering. You would have behave the same way, my girl, how you do? Go to school, stay in the yard and wash clothes and cook. And look for my dinner. And clean the floor. It's just that, you know. A lot of these men like Foota, I call him at the case study. A part of the case study. So I use him as example. Not because he's pompous. But a lot of these men, they hate the fact that it is illegal to enslave you sisters. A lot of these men you see out there, and they still do it. And it get to the point where you want to leave. Some of you cannot leave. Some of you take the abuse. Some of you stuck with the children and the man. You know why I left the pit with them? Because you know say him I go kill them with beating or he may molest them. So you stay in the prison. You see? And then we have a justice system we want to reform to put more stringent laws in place to deal with these sick brothers. These sick brothers who need therapy. You see? These are the type of conversation we must have, you know. But some idiots are going to see this as people business and love mix up. So we don't get to have these conversations because we have dumb and dumber. We believe say if Mr. Vegas, who is just an artist, come and speak on this issue, I mix up. So we don't even get to the point to have the conversation. That is the reason why Tanya Stevens couldn't come tell we who grape her. Because she knows say we cannot have this conversation. Because as soon as a man open his mouth and start preach or speak or talk on this subject or any subject matter, when it has to do with how we treat our women, how we get help for brothers were sick. It turned into, yo, you love people business, you love mix up. Mama man, da. Until them find you in our dump. Because you're a man. Enough women will bash a man who come forward and speak them way like me. Then a woman bash me and say, Usher him out. A woman say, Usher him out, you know. Not even realizing, say, or taking into account, say, I was invited there to defend you. And I mean, when I laugh, Alpha. So, a lot of you're suffering from Stockholm syndrome. You're in love with your abuser. So you're afraid, but you care, you love, and you protect your abuser. To the point where you get beaten and watch your daughter get beaten. And some of you don't even realize that he might beat the daughter for her to live in fear because he might molest her. So what him do? Him beat you, make the daughter see. And kick you down, make the daughter see. So when him start molest she afraid to come tell you because him don't see how you get kicked down already and she no want to get them kick and box there. Can him fight you like how him fight man. Well, him would him fight a man, so I'm afraid. So for the people who understand them sociological reasoning here, you will decipher what you can decipher from this. You see? I'm going to left it here so. But people like Foota, them need help people. Foota, them need therapy. But they are too proud to accept it. Foota, them traumatized. And we are human beings, you know, because I say them think they are medical issues, you know. A mental situation, them, you know. So I'm not pointing fingers and going like say me perfect. Because I could have want therapy too. But one thing we can promise you though is that I will accept when I am wrong. And that's the difference, you know. Me can look up on a situation and say I could have handled it differently. Or different. And me can, and why it can come to that point? Because the people them when me look up to, when me reason with, when me speak to, them not go sugarcoat nothing for me. Mikey Bennett I go tell me straight up. Chris I go tell me straight up. Adrian I go tell me straight up. The sister in them when I'm in my circle I go tell me straight up. Them not sugarcoat me because my name Vegas and them a try to be, you know, on my good side. I like them a beg something or them a look favors. No, them a tell me straight up. And these are the type of people I listen to and look up to and adhere to when them say, why? Because I now look friends or look counselors who are beg me a grand when them done school me or talk to me or encourage me or advise me. So them a go sugarcoat everything. You see? Me no look them type of friend there. Me no hang with them friend there. The problem with Foota hype them. Foota hype them create a like a platform and them have nothing but some yes man in the box. And that's the issue, you know. Foota hype them create a space. You see? And it's not just him alone. Me see a portion of them on the internet. And when you see them, you know say them not have no jobs. You know say them not have no life. Because you cannot have a life and get up every day and talk about me. Where is a millionaire? You cannot have a life and get up every day and talk about Vibes Cartel. Where is a millionaire? You cannot have a life and get up every day and talk about Keep Rich and him girlfriend. Well, obviously, I enjoy them life. It means you don't have no life. If you get up every day and look for something, to make a video about it, to get likes and views and comments to boost you up, you have no life. So a lot of these brothers create a space. And them create a space to attack Miss Kitty. And why they keep attacking Miss Kitty? Because the people in the comments are their kumbolo, are their advisors, and them encourage them, and them encourage the behavior, and them gas them up, and them boost them up. So Foota hype is in a space where no one is there. You see, if maybe somebody did not puff Daddy's space, he said, Diddy, you need to cut that bullshit. But everybody maybe was in his space. I look upon him like a billionaire or a millionaire. I want to break. I want to become a big artist. I want boss. I want to produce. I want to have orgies or whatever it was. There was nobody there. I'm not seeing anybody will come forward and say, yo, I was around him and I tell him cut the bullshit. I don't see that. But me couldn't have certain perverted behavior. And my elders them not check me. That's the difference. Foota them create a safe space with like-minded people. And they do not get to see outside of that scope. That's the problem, you know. So when we on the outside of the scope speak, those followers, they follow you where I speak against what I do and support him. So when him look and say, oh, yeah man, what are people when I comment about not Vegas and them say me, him encourage you to do 5 more videos and attack 5 more women. And all of them when you see on the internet, some long cocky man with on the internet every day, and they make a video about people who are doing well, people with jobs, people with careers. Like, why would I get up every day and I talk about Vibes Cartel and see them? When Vibes Cartel I perform all over the world and I take care of children and I live him life. If I speak about Vibes Cartel, it's based on social issues like what caused him to go to prison and them thing there. And I believe say, yo, you need to make better choices and a better company. That is the farthest me go with that. You see? I speak about Foota hype, not from the mix-up side of it, but from the side where we can learn the behavior. His behavioral pattern, you know. And he's not alone, and that is what's frightening. He's not alone who is displaying how they imprison women. How them keep women subjugated. It's on full display. And it's even more frightening that they will attack Alisa Hannah, who is independent, who have our money, who's qualified in her profession, and so forth. So that means if they will attack someone who is not dependent on them, can you imagine the woman who is dependent on them? Can you imagine the woman who want money for go to a supermarket? Can you imagine the woman who want money for go do her hair and her nails? Then she not fully prisoner, man. She a full prisoner. And some of these sisters support the narrative too. Why? They do not know better. And they believe it's love. Sisters, it's not love. These men want therapy. Them sick. It's called controlling. You see? Yeah, them sick. Foota hype, sick. Physically and mentally. You see? Them man you need therapy. They need to go a doctor. You are not a whore or a prostitute or selling anything or welcoming me in your space because you're in a swimsuit. That is your boundaries. Your boundaries are there. They are just invisible lines. And some of us as brothers, no father was around, no mentor was around to teach us where the invisible line is. We never have nobody if you say, that line there, invisible line, but don't cross it. And that's the problem, you know. The invisible lines are there. The boundaries are there. The boundary line there. But we never get no education or no mentorship and not to cross it. And where it is, we don't even know where we don't know where the boundary there. Foota hype no know said there is a boundary. Him think through a social media him can just get up and talk about this woman in the most disgusting way. Because him don't know where the boundary there. So pity him. And the others who celebrate his outburst. They do not know where the boundaries are. And if we don't start educate them from them small, if we start behaving like the woman where I work on TikTok and when the children them need attention, she said, where am I working all the time for now? If we don't start educating our youth, especially the ones that grew up in the inner city, we grew up in the rough side of Jamaica, if we don't start educate them and say, yo, it's a boundary this, you know, them not gonna stop rape. Them not gonna stop feel like say woman belong to them and own them and if they control women. Them not gonna stop go to prison. Because we don't understand boundaries. And we think say it's only physical abuse is abuse. Verbal abuse is just as bad. Foota hype is verbally abusing a woman when fabricate a relationship with, having a mind say this a female woman, and is verbally abusing her, and it's a shame that sisters are saying, yeah man, I really think him attack, yeah man, I truth him attack. No, there's no truth to it. There is no truth to it. He's a verbal abuser, and according to his woman, or women, or people we me know personally, he's also a physical abuser. That's a fact. And all of we, remember say me used to aggressive too, you know. And over 15 years ago, or thereabout, me just say, yo, this wrong. I say my brother them a do it, my brother do it. I say my father fight my mother. I think it was normal. You see? But when you get to the point and you say, no man, you have to grow up. You have to remove the indoctrination from your system. You are going to continue to support a man like Foota hype. But literally a verbally abuse a woman. And you're supporting it. Because him need help. So I hide insecurities by what? Attacking she. And that's my class for today. Hope you learn something from it. Yeah? Hope you can decipher the reasoning and take something out of it and pass it on. Zin, but start with them when them young. Start with them little boys, yeah? When them young. And we try the best with my own them too. Because I have 4 boys too. And I have to make certain so I make them know. Yeah. I don't want them to grow up and be insecure. Where they are threatened by a woman because she in a swimsuit. You see? That are the highest level of insecurities. If you're threatened by a woman who you not have a relationship with, that says a lot. I am not threatened by Lisa Hannah. And why the F will I be throwing a tantrum over how she dressed when I have a woman? It means that you have no woman. For you want to tell a man, woman, when the man obviously okay with him woman because you know your mouth they talk about it. You know see him divorce her. So why would I be out there speaking on another man's wife? If I saw she want to dress. That's not your wife, brother. That's not your wife. You see? Let every man take care of his household, brother. I know your household, bro. You see? But again, trauma. Traumatized masculine men are pretentious masculinity. Yeah? That is it. Pretentious masculinity. That's all it is. Trust me. You don't know better. Big up on yourself. Peace out.